vlog on my channel. It has been a long time since I picked up my vlogging camera, and the reason being is I've been a little bit anxious, as well as also just lost my motivation for the YouTube at this time and just social media in general. I think I just needed a break. That being said, I don't want to get too deep so early into the vlog, but I've moved into a new house. My partner and I have purchased our first home. That's currently what we're sitting in right now. It is definitely a fixer-upper. It is by no means anything new or modern. It is like a 1970s build, and we're gonna renovate it. That is the plan. I think I was like a little bit anxious about obviously moving into a new home and the stress of, you know, going into debt, and I've not been in debt for a long time, so the thought of having a large amount of debt was a bit stressful to me. But I do know that in the long run, like, it is a privilege to be in this position, and so that's what I just have to keep telling myself, that I'm lucky and that this is a good thing. And so that's what I've been trying to tell myself at the moment. But I'm so happy now that we're finally in the house and I've gotten past all of the legal side of things, because that was what was stressing me out. So much happier, so much more relaxed now that I'm in here. I think it's just a bit daunting taking that first step as a first home buyer. I'm gonna quickly do my makeup, but today I want to try and get back into a routine. So this vlog's gonna be me going to do a food shop just to fill up the things that I'm missing since we've moved in, which we've only been here just over a week. So I did a small food shop, but there's a few things that I've realized I need to still get. And I need to also get food for my dog. We just run out of dog food. I really want to do a self-care day, so I want to do my hair, I want to do some skincare tonight, and I really want to try and pick up a book, because I don't think I've read an entire book properly through within like the last couple of weeks. I just want to sit down and focus and read a book. I think that this will come more with time once I'm a bit more settled in the house, once we have a bit more furniture in the house. I mean, basically we've moved in and I've got no furniture. I was living in one room at my parents' house with my partner for quite a while. That's how we were able to afford this house. We were quite lucky to live with them. The only thing was is that we didn't have a house full of furniture like you usually would, so we've moved in with a bedroom. So we've bought all the kitchen stuff, and now I'm slowly building up my furniture. We bought a couch yesterday, which was just such an upgrade from the lounger that we were sitting on, because I was literally sitting on a lounger, so that was just crazy. I've just done like my first big girl purchase, bought a house, and I'm sitting inside my house on a lounger chair, like an outside sunbed. So I'm gonna keep it real on the channel, but the house is very empty. It is very messy. It is very cluttered. I think that's probably why I've not been feeling myself, because I'm such a clean space, clean mind type of person. I don't know, I just, in my mind, I'm like, I need this perfect house, even though I know I'm going to be renovating. Like, I need to get in the renovating mindset. Anyway, I'm going to stop yapping here. We can yap later, but I'm going to quickly do my makeup, and then we will get ready for the day and go through all the things that I want to do. This is the first time I've done my makeup in probably 2 weeks. Fun fact, this was the room and this view when I first moved into the house the first night. I got all the furniture settled in. My partner was away on work and my dog hadn't been dropped off just yet. My parents had just gone to go see my grandma in hospital, because she's been in hospital the last couple of weeks. So they went to see her, and my partner wasn't getting back from work until that night. So I think I had maybe 2 hours in this house by myself, and I just like was in shock that I'd like owned a house. I came upstairs and I just stood here and looked out this window for like 10 minutes, just looking at the garden, like, this is crazy. I can't believe that, you know, like, the contracts are signed. I've now got the keys in my hand and like I'm looking into my backyard. It was just like such a surreal moment. I think I'll remember that moment for a long time. But I really was like the whole time thinking, I wish my partner was here. And he was working like a few hours away. I did the move with my parents, which I was so thankful that they could help me do it. But I just wish that he was here, and then my dog also was here with us. That was the only thing. But that moment by myself was just like crazy. Officially done my hair. I'm sitting in my new bedroom. As you can probably tell by the walls, there is a very floral theme to this house. It was an elderly lady's house who passed away, so we actually took it over and her sister sold the property to us. I honestly think the lady who initially owned this house, she was one of the girls, because there is bows and flowers everywhere and I'm obsessed. But as much as it's a very old-fashioned style, I definitely will be changing it, but I can see what she was going for. And I'm here for it. She's just one of the girls. So I'll give you a little bit of a tour of the bedroom so far. Technically I'm starting upstairs. That's the room I just came from. This is what it looks like right now. Please ignore the state of everything, but we've sort of made this into the getting ready area. So this is sort of what it's going to be for now until we make the spare bedroom for when our friends come over. As you come out from this room, the second bedroom, sorry, maybe the first bedroom is right here. We have a very old school radiator. I think it's like a gas heater, to be honest. And we've got a really old iron radiator there, but that will all be replaced. We've got the wardrobe here, which we will be having plans to remove all that because we're going to be doing an entire loft conversion upstairs. There will be 3 stories, and this will end up being a staircase, and this room will become a little bit smaller so that we can then make a bigger room upstairs. But the staircase is technically coming up here, so then a second set will go up here so that they're like above each other. This is the florals. Not my particular favorite, but I see the vision. And she's also got the bows on the floor with a little bit of flowers as well. I don't know if I'm going to do hardwood or carpets yet, but I want to do hardwood because it's more like, I feel that wood flooring is just more hygienic for me, especially with having a dog. But I can also get like carpets that are more pet friendly. And I had that in my parents' house, which I'd never had carpet like that before because all my previous carpets weren't pet friendly. And now after having her carpet, I can see how much easier vacuuming and maintaining the house can be as long as you get a pet friendly carpet. This is the room so far. It is very basic. We're going to be getting all new furniture in here and obviously removing all the wallpaper. That's like one of those old string pull lights. Coming from up the hallway, you go into the bathroom. The bathroom is not my style at all. Very grey, very millennial. It does also have all of the senior sort of accessibility things everywhere through the bathroom, so we do need to remove those. And behind here we do have more space, but it is disgusting in here. It is just very old. We do have a bit of a stained glass there, which is cute, but that all needs to be replaced because I'm pretty sure we got a D rating across all of the windows and doors for energy efficiency, so they're going to need to be replaced so that we can keep the heat inside the house during the winter. Right now we've been having the gas heater on in the living room because the radiators are just not heating the house enough. So yes, radiators will be changed and also the windows and doors. Again, we have the very pretty carpet going up the stairs and through here. We do have a bit of a carpet change in here, which is even more spectacular. This is the very messy, very unorganized house, which is why I have not been filming because I just feel so cluttered. That desk is being moved because I'm just waiting on the Ethernet cable for the internet to connect to the gaming computer, so that will all run through this and back through the wall so that it can go into the other room. We're not sure how the layout is. We've put the TV there. This is the new couch that we bought, but I just don't know how I feel about the layout. I'm thinking I might put the couch here and then the TV on that wall. We're just gonna sit with this for maybe a couple weeks, see how we feel, and then maybe put the bracket over there and change the layout. Fireplace, we're probably gonna be changing this. I do have a cute little black fireplace, and then I want to tile this entire area with a cool funky little pattern tile. On the other side there's a linen cupboard. I'm gonna actually take out that space and make this into a full length bookshelf. It's cute there for now, but it's just like, it's so out of place. I really want an inbuilt bookshelf, so I'm either gonna have a big one here or a small one here with maybe some cabinets below for storage. Possibly, because we will probably be moving most of our gaming stuff upstairs into the attic once that's all built, I might make a bookshelf up there as well. So it really will depend. We're going to start renovations from the top floors, make sure get all the attic done, pull everything out, and then work our way down so that the construction mess, obviously we can live in the top areas once they're done. Yeah, and we've got the really beautiful and brand new, very exclusively beautiful curtains. These curtains, it's very backlit right now, so I apologize, you can't really see them. Let me turn on my beautiful chandelier. They're just something, not my vision for the house. So yeah, it's just a lot of red at the moment, so I will be getting rid of those and they will be replaced. So this goes in from the living room to the old kitchen and dining area, but now we have an extension which they've now put the kitchen there. This is the dining area. This right now currently is our recycling spot because my recycling bin is full. So we have to wait till the recycling gets emptied and then we can obviously keep transferring out every couple of weeks. But yeah, it's just a mess. So that's just part of the moving process. I'm just trying to breathe about it. And then this space we're probably going to make into like a little dining nook. I want like a little bench seat with a circular dining table. We will be putting a beam through the top here, taking out this wall and opening it up. This is under the staircase, which right now is a little bit of a storage unit for us as well, but that will, again, new shelving, new storage, because it's all just open at the moment and I would rather have it a little bit more enclosed. Please ignore the dishes, I will be doing those soon. Those need to be put away. And here's my messy kitchen. I also have carpet in my kitchen, which is a choice. But we did rip up the carpet when we were putting in the new fridge that we bought, which is going to be an integrated fridge. We just don't have the panels to match yet. We just bought this fridge and we're using it until we get the panels on there. But there is tiles. So we have confirmed there is tiles. They are not in good condition. We're probably going to need to get like an acid wash and wash all of the tiles to see how well they come up. If they come up well, I'm probably going to keep them. I don't mind if we have to put in new flooring in here because I did want to do a wood flooring through the entire lower level, and then in the entry have like a cute little like entry tile in that little square to try and make it a little bit more interesting there. For now, that's basically the house. The kitchen is livable, so I'm very happy. The bathroom's livable. They're the two areas of the house that I just needed to make sure that were okay before we moved in. And I mean, the rest of the house it's as is. I mean, anyway, let's go to a food shop. Then I can come back and spend the day doing things that I want to do. Already looks so much better. Oh, one more thing. I forgot to show you guys. I've started making sourdough. Well, this is my first ever sourdough starter. I don't know if it's working, but it's definitely almost doubled in size. So I probably had it to like maybe here. So I think maybe one more day, which will be tonight. But I feel like I've messed up the times of changing the dough. I feel like I should have been, not the dough, sorry. I feel like the times I've messed up putting in the feeder because I've been doing it at nighttime and I feel like I probably should have done it so that I do it in the morning and it rises so you can do the stretch and folds by the afternoon, evening. And I'm like, I don't want it to peak while I'm sleeping because some people say to bake when it's peaked. Maybe it might be okay. Maybe if I do it late at night, I can wake up and do it straight away in the morning. So we'll see. So that's another thing that I've picked up recently. I also want to start knitting. I probably would stick to sourdough for now, and then maybe in a month I will pick up knitting because that's another expensive hobby. Here's everything I bought from the shops. I've sort of picked things that are just for me this week because my partner is away. I've got 2 things of chicken wings for my dog, some treats for my dog, and then literally just the most random stuff because I know this week's going to be more girl dinner. So I thought I was just going to have jacket potatoes for dinner this week. I bought these like hummus chips. I haven't had these before yet, so I'm going to try those. Yeah, the rest is pretty self-explanatory. Nothing too crazy, to be honest. Lighting in here is very yellow. I'm gonna start making what I'm gonna put on my sweet potatoes because I've got my sweet potatoes in the oven. It's kind of a big meal because I've not really eaten much today. And then I'll show you guys what I did with the front room and how I changed it because I spent the last few hours doing that. And then I've been watching the Harry Potter cook show on Amazon Prime. I haven't been able to stop watching it. It is crazy the cakes that they've done on there. I love cooking shows. It's just so good. Wait. I have a better setting. What was the setting on before? I have no idea. It was so yellow. I fixed the settings. I don't know what happened, but it was on some yellow setting. Already crying. I'm gonna do my sourdough now. It literally probably has doubled in size already, but I'm gonna feed it one more time and discard the other half. One more time. It's looking really good. So I'm gonna pour half of this into the bin. Don't pour it down the sink because you will literally cause major problems for your plumbing. So I've just poured out half of it. Maybe there's just over half left. So I'm going to pour in now the flour. So I've been using half a cup because I did start with a full cup initially. And then now I'm just topping up because I'm discarding half. We have to use filtered water, so I have brought a big bottle of water. I don't have any filtered taps in my house, so we'll mix it in. I'll put this lid on. I won't close it, I just latch it but leave a little bit of gap so that the air can get in. I'm gonna have to do a test though because I will have to test if it floats in water. If it's floating, it means it's ready. So we'll see tomorrow, and then we might be able to make our first little batch in the morning. And that is the finished dinner product. Oh my god, this is just like the realities of not having a fully furnished house. This is my dining table. Like, I've got my little feet here. Like, what am I doing? It is now 8:12. I've just had a shower, taken off my makeup, and put on some skincare. But I was gonna film all this, but I feel ill, like really ill. So I think I'm just really tired because last night I had about 5 hours sleep. I'm gonna try and have an early night, and then we'll continue this self-love kind of day tomorrow. I have a few more things on my list that I really want to do, so yeah. I'm gonna go to sleep. Besties, I've woken up this morning. I've had a bit of a slow morning, had some breakfast and a coffee and watched Love Island catch up that I didn't watch last night. And I wanted to show you guys the progress I made with the house yesterday. I mean, it's not much, but I feel like it's flowing a bit better. We come in now with the couch officially in the middle. The desk is gone, that cabinet's been moved. Right now I've got clothes drying. I'm using my little study in bed thing as a coffee table right now. Then I've moved the cabinet here. It is a bit dark. You can see it a bit better with this light on. And then I've put a few things on top, which I need to sand this down and re-varnish the top because the top is definitely water damaged. So I'm hoping that will come up a bit better once I've sanded it down a bit. This is all the same. I need to sort that box and that suitcase today. Moving into this room. Ignore the mess I just made, I still need to clean that up. All the boxes are here which are still waiting to go into the recycling bin, so they're going to be there until the bin gets emptied, and then the desk has been moved here, which we're getting a new chair and new desk very soon. That all needs to be cleaned as well. That's just literally junk that I keep finding around the house or things that need to be fixed, such as the parts for the exhaust above the cooktop, and that's the parts for the exhaust as well. I really want to just vacuum the house and then I'll probably take Jack for a walk later. That's my plan. But then I'm coming back this evening and doing some self-care and read a book tonight. Like, that is my self-care night tonight. Maybe watch a little bit of TV. We'll see. I'm gonna try not to because I've been watching too much TV. But anyway, I just did my skincare as well. My face is breaking out, but it is because I think I've just started using a retinol again and I think it's purging out. So I'm just gonna let it do its thing, keep up with my routine, and then hopefully in about 4 or 5 weeks it should be better. If it's not, then I'm changing product. My light bulb came for the lamp. I don't know if you can see me. Just about to take Jag for a walk now. Are you ready for your walk? Yeah? Yes. Excited? Just had my parents leave, so that's why I've not vlogged as much. They randomly came over and surprised me. Basically, I want to now try and read a book. I was going to try to do some skincare, but I'm like... I'm being so lazy. It's upstairs and I'm just like, can I be bothered? I know I should do it to make myself feel better, but I'm like, I think maybe trying to get into a book might rebirth me. Why am I so dramatic? Like, I just need to get 100 pages into a book and I'll be happy. But the thing is now is, what do I choose? I could either read a fantasy book or I could go a romance book. Most likely, if I were to go to fantasy, I'd probably combine them and do a romantasy. But I don't know if I'm feeling like that's a good idea because it takes a lot of brain power. But there is one book that's staring at me and I'm like, do I just start this? Because it is releasing soon and I got sent an early copy. Maybe I just start it now. I did get an early copy of Deep End by Ali Hazelwood. Now, I know for a fact that this is her spiciest book yet. She's mentioned it on multiple multiple platforms that this is the spiciest of all of them. And I'm thinking, do I just have a fun read? Do I go in knowing, hey, you're gonna have a good time? It's about two swimmers, I'm pretty sure. Sports romance, fling, opposites attract, secrets, golden boy, and a slow burn. Slow burn, but really spicy? Interesting. Oh, it does say on the back here it's the 4th of February that it comes out. Scarlett is swimming upstream, a junior at Stanford and a student athlete who specializes in a platform diving. Scarlett prefers to keep her heads down, concentrating and getting into med school and recovering from an injury that she had that almost ended her career. She has no time for relationships, at least that's what she tells herself. The swim captain, world champion, all-rounder, aquatics golden boy. I don't know why that was, I read that so weird. Lucas thrives on discipline. I know where this is going. Oh god. It's how he wins gold medals and breaks records. Complete focus with every stroke. That is very dirty, Ali. Don't use that word. On the surface, Lucas and Scarlett have nothing in common until well-guarded secrets slip out and everything changes. So they start an arrangement, and as the pressure leading up to the Olympic heats, so does their relationship. It is supposed to be a temporary, mutually satisfying fling. But when staying away from Lucas becomes impossible, Scarlett realizes that her heart might be treading into dangerous waters. Yeah, okay, I'm sold. I'm sold, I'm sold. I just need to make sure that I put on maybe a good YouTube video. Something that'll give me the reading ambiance. Maybe we'll get like a little, I've already got a fire on. Reading ambience. A cozy cabin, a reading nook. Heavy rain. I think that's the one. It's sort of giving me night court, cozy cabin, reading, snowing. I think this is the one. We gotta get through the ads though, and then I'll show you. The snow falling. We've got me cozy little fire on. I knew it. That's exactly what I was referring to before when I thought I knew where the story was going. In particular of power exchange. As you can tell, the big light has been turned on, but I'm officially 100 pages in. I'm in the middle of a chapter right now. I'm going to finish this chapter, but I'm going to head upstairs. The one thing I can say is, yeah, there is some tension. Yeah, it does feel like there's a slow burn, but there also feels not insta-lovey, but I would say that their connection's been pretty quick. Now it's just like building on that connection, but I wouldn't say that, like, I would say there's not been any confession of feelings, but there's been a confession of attraction to each other. Yeah, that's the only thing I would say. I wouldn't classify this as a slow burn. For me, personally, a slow burn is where the attraction is secretive for most of the book, and they don't express that to each other until later on. But I still feel like there's probably a lot more tension building between them. But it's really good so far. Currently we've met Scarlett, her nickname is Vandy, and we've also met Lucas, Lucas's girlfriend, which I've now currently just forgotten her name. They are going through a breakup, and they're going through a stage where they don't want to tell people because they do have quite a public relationship, and he is like an Olympic medalist, and Scarlett is befriending his girlfriend at the moment, or ex-girlfriend should I say, and they're now forming a friendship, but the ex-girlfriend is definitely moved on from the relationship, and she's also trying to put them together and pin them as like a couple, or just like to get together, if you know what I mean. So there is like no bad blood between them. If anything, she's literally rooting for them to get together, because what she was having problems with was her relationship with Lucas was that he was wanting things that she didn't want, so that's why they're now going their separate ways. They've been together for like since they were 15, sort of thing, like it's run its course. The reason that Scarlett and her are becoming friends is because Scarlett was expressing to her experiences with these things. Now that's how they're sort of forming this relationship, and she's also getting them to explore their relationship together with having the same sort of wants and needs in that department. So they are on the same like team almost, but not team, because she's in diving and he's a swimmer, but they see each other all the time at the pools, and They're also pre-med students for biology, I'm pretty sure it is, and they're now being put on a research assignment together. He's a senior, she's a junior, and they're now working together on this assignment. But that's basically like where I'm at the moment. They've just started working together and they're literally at their first meeting together, and yeah, it's fun. It's definitely the typical Ali Hazelwood book. I can just feel it in her writing, and yeah, there's been some good moments together. I think I'll go through them with you tomorrow because right now I really want to go lay in bed. Yeah, I'll probably still give you my full review for this book in this vlog. I look like I've not changed or showered because I've put on the same jumper from yesterday, but I have. I've just got out the shower. Just gone over the halfway mark for this book. Chapter 38. We've definitely built up speed. I wouldn't say this is a slow burn. I'm just putting it out there. Like, this is not slow burn at all. I mean, like, they need time to explore the things that they're exploring within this book. I have to agree with Ali, like, this is definitely her spiciest book yet. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. I would say though that my favourite thing about Ali is, even though this is a heavily smutty book, she has such a good blend of plot and good characters. I enjoy all the side characters. I'm enjoying the plot of their bio project that they're doing for their college. The mental challenges that Scarlett's facing in her day-to-day life since she's had an injury, which I don't know if I've mentioned in this, but she had an injury. I think I mentioned it was mentioned in the synopsis, but she had an injury, and like her coming over the mental block that she has, that is a large component of this, and it's definitely related to the spice. So I think that that's working really well together, and I'm enjoying all of the side characters that are coming in, especially because they just add that little bit extra to the book. Yeah, I'm having fun. I'm really enjoying it. I'm checking in about 3 hours, maybe 4 hours since I last spoke with you, and I've finished the book. Who even am I kidding? I did not have a reading slump. I was just being lazy. Like, pick up a book and try and read a book. I read this in less than 24 hours. Actually, you know what? I think even 20 hours. I swear I started this at like 9 p.m. last night. Didn't go to sleep till maybe 1:30. So I'm just a slow reader though. Usually people can finish this quite quickly, but this was like almost 450 pages. My final review for it: the best friend started to annoy me, but then also some of the communication between Scarlett and, what's his name? Lucas. I just feel like for their type of relationship, what their communication is during that type of time, they don't have it outside of their special time. Like, I'm like, you two are keeping too many secrets, you're also not communicating, and like that's like one of the prime things that you need for a couple. But like, yes, they communicate during the act, but I'm like, stop assuming things. But I also like really enjoyed myself. It was like small things that were annoying me, but also I had a good time. I don't know where I'm sitting right now. It's between maybe a 3 and a 4 star, so I'm thinking maybe a 3.5, because there were things that I know that I didn't love, and there were things that I did love and did enjoy, but I think maybe the reason I read this so quickly is because of how spicy it was. Yeah, I'm gonna probably think on my review a bit more, maybe write up a Goodreads or Fable review, and yeah, I'll probably put my final rating up on the screen because I've literally just finished it. But I did, oh, and he also just randomly buys her a year subscription to Duolingo, the premium subscription, and that's all because she is really struggling with learning a second language, and she was doing German in school as a secondary subject. I don't know what the words are over there, the terminology, but he is Swedish, so she was really struggling to like pick up the words in his language, and he kept saying things that she didn't understand, and he just thought he would help her out because she was really trying to learn, but she was pronouncing everything wrong. But he just randomly buys her a year-long subscription to Duolingo, and I thought that was pretty cute. But besides that, like, honestly, yeah, hands down, probably Ali's spiciest book. Anyway, I think I'm going to end the vlog here because this vlog's probably going to be about 40 minutes long. I'm going to need to try and cut it down, but I really enjoyed this. I'm really glad that I like put this vlog together to try and like actually get some of my life together again and just like a bit of a routine, because I have been so lazy. If you're new here and you do want to see more content about the house and the house renovations, I will be posting that, as well as also like furniture shopping and all of that stuff. I will be doing a lot of secondhand shopping as well as also some brand new stuff. But yeah, if you do want to follow along for the renovations, make sure you subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next vlog. Love you.